Don, dozens of viewers have emailed us, called us here at On Your Side, talking about just how bad the roads are out. And this is why. Many of them are nothing more than a thick sheet of snow and ice, sometimes several inches thick. Drivers say it's dangerous and they're getting frustrated.
I almost fell off the bridge. I almost went off the actual bridge doing 5 miles an hour by the sugar beet factory. They are so icy. And Midland is like a mountain. It's so rocky, the grooves in it.
Renee Reese is not just frustrated. She's fed up with the conditions of the roads throughout the Treasure Valley.
I don't know why they're not sanding them.
Since Thursday's snowfall, dozens of drivers have joined Reese to complain about just how bad the roads to On Your Side. Everything from emails to phone calls.
You know, I'm tempted just to get a job in Napa and go on foot and walk somewhere closer because it's that bad out there for me.
Some of the biggest issues and where most of the complaints come from are in Canyon County. Casey Bequeath is director for the Nampa Highway District. His agency is one of 4 responsible for clearing many of the rural roads, but not the city streets. Those are left up to the agencies within the individual communities throughout Canyon County. Bequeath says most of those streets don't get plowed.
If they do plow, it throws the snow over on the stormwater grades, and then that freezes. And then when it unthaws, the water, they end up with flooding problems because of the snow is packed there.
In a statement to On Your Side, Nampa City spokeswoman Vicki Holbrook told me, quote, "This was the perfect storm with continuous snowfall and very cold temperatures before and after the storm hit. The storm dumped snow fast and continuously, and it was packed down before it could melt, ultimately freezing on the roads. It is unrealistic to expect bare pavement on streets, especially when there are manhole covers. Drivers in Ada County who are experiencing some of the same conditions shouldn't expect clear side streets anytime soon."
And they're going to stay that way.
Greg Quintana with ACHD says just this morning his office received 40 email complaints. His crews are working around the clock to keep streets as clear as possible, but he says with 2,200 miles of roads to treat, doing so takes time. And if ACHD crews were to treat every one of those streets, Quintana says taxes would triple.
You know, it was a record snow event, so it was more dropping than we expected, than the forecast told us to anticipate. So we were kind of in playing catch-up mode for most of Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, it's frozen shut.
Drivers like Reese, though, aren't accepting any of the reasons given for these poor road conditions.
Anything but ice. If they could just sand the main roads like Caldwell Boulevard, Franklin, that's majorly used. Midland is horrible.
Okay, and so here's what we're talking about. Here's the roadway, and this is just how thick the snow and ice is. Something that drivers in Canyon County likely won't see on the roads is salt. I'm told that they don't treat the roads in the majority of Canyon County with salt because at the end of the winter, crews are then responsible for picking up all that salt and getting it off the roads. Live in Canyon County, Chris Oswalt, Today 6 On Your Side.